Well, good morning, friends. Welcome to Simply Cooking with Coach Sarah. What can they do?
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos.
Yes, and today we have a takeover. There's a fly. Look at that. I have to swat it. Oh my goodness. We're going to have fly problems today, you guys. It's going to be one of those days, but that's fine. It goes right along with some drama, fridge drama. Oh, look, Cece's on. Say hey, Cece. Okay, seriously, the flies, they're going to drive us crazy. Okay, I'm going to get this up on the laptop so we can see your comments today. But I had to update you guys because last week we had the refrigerator guy come and ring the doorbell, like right during the live, of course. Now we have flies on my phone. Yay. This is life. Seriously, you guys, if you do not laugh, you will cry because I'm telling you, life is real. So here's the update. The guy came and he said that it's going to take 2 weeks to get the special part for the refrigerator. And so we're waiting in the 2-week period. And then I can't even make this stuff up, you guys. I can't make this up. I went grocery shopping last Friday and I came home and there was this spill in our emergency fridge. We bought an emergency fridge because the second one had gone out. And I was like, oh, I'll clean this with my Norwex rag really fast. And so I cleaned it. And I said, I have to show you so you guys can know exactly what I'm talking about. But I bought a 4-pack. I'm kind of scared of these right now, you guys. I'll be honest. It kind of scares me to hold this. I bought a 4-pack like this with 4 full amber bottles of the, which by the way, if you guys have not tried this stuff is absolutely amazing. It tastes like the real deal. So go get some of this. And I got it at, these ones are from Trader Joe's. Anywho, I put this on the door after I had wiped it down. And then I realized there was a dead fly in the door. Like, apparently we have fly problems too. Anybody else, please raise your hand. Don't make me feel alone. And so I was like, oh, I got to get that out. So I pulled this out. You guys, this happened like this. I pulled this out, and because I had just wiped it, I didn't even think about this. So learn from me and don't do this. But I pulled the thing out, and I have to move this because it scares me so much. And the whole bottom was soggy, and it fell, all 4 amber bottles fell onto my foot. And it hurt so bad and it happened so fast, I wasn't sure if I had a toe. And so by the time I looked and I saw I had toes and it was just like throbbing, I was like, thank you, Jesus, I have a toe. I was so happy. I'm telling you, it was like pain and all, I don't care. Then I hobbled my way through. We had a wedding the next day that I needed to be at. You know, when you're like, I must be there. I don't care if I have no toes, I got to get there. And we went to the wedding. We come home from the wedding. It was like one of those all day on a boat wedding. So we get home in the night and I come into the kitchen and I'm like, why is the floor wet? Absolutely everywhere there's water. And I realize the main fridge broke. I don't know, you guys. Does this stuff happen at your house? It's like, what is happening here? And so we stayed up till midnight moving. Remember, I just bought groceries on Friday, so we had to move everything from the main fridge to the emergency fridge. So now the emergency fridge is like stuffed full because I'm like, I'm not losing all these groceries. And so now we have, we're so thankful, you guys. You have no idea how thankful I am for our emergency fridge and that we even have a fridge, because I don't know what we'd do. We'd be buying ice every day to try to save stuff. So anyways, I had to update you guys. And it's crazy because this fridge, apparently, there's some sort of, I don't know if it's a recall or there's some issues with it, of course. And so I think it might fall into their, it's not like a warranty, but it's like some sort of like, we did something wrong with this refrigerator because it's only 5 years old. So we're like, why is our stuff breaking? I don't know. I was feeling like, are we being spiritually attacked? So I just went around and I was like, I love you, fridge. I did this to my car, you guys. When my car got really old, I would just hug it and tell it how much I love it. So I hope you guys do those things too. I know that's crazy, but I'm just thankful I have a fridge. Like, we don't live in poverty. I have 3 refrigerators, like, for real, guys. And 2 of them are broken, and that's okay. And I'm looking at my fridge right now because I'm like, I love you, fridge. You're going to be fixed. You're going to be okay. So I hope you guys have that mindset. Like, I have toes. Thank you, Jesus. I have refrigerators. They're going to get fixed. Sometimes we are just inconvenienced. So anyways, I had to update you on that. But today we have special guest Araya. She is going to be showing you guys how to make this amazing pizza, which I should be looking to make sure we're live here. She is going to be showing you guys how to make the what? What are we making today?
The butterfly pizza.
The butterfly pizza. She asked me last week if she could make this pizza, and I was like, yeah, sure. So she made it completely by herself. She's 9 years old, so if she can make this by herself, you can absolutely do it too. So I hope this encourages you guys to try something fun and new, and I'm gonna just let you take over. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so take it away, friend.
Okay, so first you can preheat your oven to 400 degrees. And this recipe is in Trim Healthy Table, page 282. And the first step, you're gonna whip egg whites. We get ours from Costco.
Oh, don't forget to tell them how they can whip them fast.
Oh yeah. So you can either hand whip them with a whisk. I guess it takes like 10 minutes, and you can use your KitchenAid, and it takes 1 minute.
So do the KitchenAid
Yeah.
method. 1 minute faster.
Way faster. So you're gonna whip it until it's at a soft peak. Then, so that's in a large bowl, and then in a medium bowl, you're gonna put Christian whey protein powder. Then you're gonna put whole husk Philadelphia flakes, some powdered Parmesan from a can, like this. Garlic and salt. Italian seasoning, which I use parsley, oregano, rosemary, thyme, and basil. So I just mix that in. And then last, you're gonna put in some xanthan gum, sugar. And then you're gonna just mix this out. Now you're gonna mix your powder into your egg whites slowly. Okay. And then that's it. That's your dough. Oh, I gotta get a pan.
Do you need me to get it?
No.
You got it? Awesome. Oh, you need the sheet?
Do you have another one?
Huh?
Do you have another one?
Oh, no, I guess we don't. You can show them the parchment paper.
Yeah. So if you have an Epicure sheet liner, you can use that. And if you don't, you can just use parchment paper. So you do have to spray the parchment paper, but do not spray the silicone liner, or else it will damage your silicone.
You're so good, Araya.
Okay. Should I just shoot it back here?
No, you should put it over there so they won't be able to see you if you do it over there.
Okay. So you can either pour your dough on the whole thing to make a big pizza, or you can just do it in shapes. I'm gonna make it in shapes. I'm gonna do a rainbow and a butterfly. Gotta get this. So 2 scoops. And I can just shape it.
Is it normally that runny?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
Yeah.
You guys, she really made this by herself, so I have to even ask the questions too.
Now we're gonna make a rainbow.
What can they do if they don't want to make a shape?
I said you can just pour it on the whole thing.
Okay.
And that would make a large pizza. You could just make one like that for your whole family.
Denise says you're a mini version of me. Tell them what you can do with my phone.
I can get into her phone with Face ID.
Yeah, she can break into my phone with her face.
So then you're just gonna put this in the oven for 15 minutes. Should I put this in the oven?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right,
Do you want me to do it? She's doing this by herself, you guys.
okay.
Denise wants to know if you can teach her 16-year-old son.
Okay, there we go.
And Lori wants you to come teach her kids too. It's okay. I can set that if you want to just show them the next step.
Okay. So once you pull that out, we have some already done here. You're gonna like use something like this, and you're gonna.
Why don't you bring it over? Because I think those aren't hot anymore. You can just set it on the counter.
Okay. So you can just like take butter and dip this in here, and then stupid fly. Then you're just gonna dust it with it, and you're gonna take like a spatula, flip it over, and do that to the other side. You're gonna flip it back over, and then you can put whatever toppings you want. I'm gonna put some pepperonis.
Oh, show them which pizza sauce you're using.
So we're using this one. It's from Walmart, right?
Yep.
Okay. Get it on my finger. Just gonna put that on there.
Brittany's 7-year-old is watching and he wants to make one now too.
Wow.
We want to see yours. What's your son's name, Brittany? We want to see your pizza when you're done.
Okay. So now I'm gonna put on some shredded mozzarella.
Oh, Cece wants to learn again from you. Cece's her friend who came over and had pizza with her.
Yeah. Okay.
You can come over, Cece, and just have one.
Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna put on some pepperonis.
Is it Dima? I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. You'll have to correct me if I'm wrong. She says her kids love making treats for her too.
Good. Okay. And then once you get all of your toppings on, you're just gonna put it back in the oven for 10 minutes or until the cheese starts to bubble. But you gotta increase the temperature to 425 degrees. And then you're just gonna pull it out.
Oh, Cindy's 11-year-old son wants to make pizza too. You better get your order in, Cindy.
Okay. So this one, I put it all together. So this is sort of like where you can dump it all on the pan. So I did that. You're just gonna let it cool for like a minute or two.
All the pepperonis. JD says yes. That's what kids want. They can give them more pepperonis.
And then you can just cut it after it cools. There, that's done. No, that's.
Are you gonna eat some?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really good.
Is it good?
Mhm.
Awesome. Didn't she do a good job, you guys? Give her a hand. She's amazing. And Denise asked what about pesto. So I wanted to show you guys. Let me see if I have it. That's a great question. You keep talking to them while I see if I have the pesto.
What do I talk about?
I'm looking for pesto. Of course, it's not that easy to find when you want it. Is this it? No. Okay, I might have to post a picture of it later. I don't see it. Oh, found it. Yay! Okay. So this one, I'm going to tell you, is from Epicure. And it tells you exactly what to mix to make pesto on here. But this jar is simply herbs and garlic. And then you add to it, it makes half a cup. So you do 2 tablespoons of this mix, and then you add water, and then you stir in Parmesan cheese, olive oil, and then chopped pine nuts if you like them. I need to go down like this if you like pine nuts. Otherwise, you can leave them out. So there's a pesto option that's on plan. Okay. Any other questions? I hope you guys make the pizza. If your kids, have your kids make it. You guys, teach your kids to make stuff on plan. It's gonna bless you, it's gonna bless them, everybody's happy. If mama's happy, everybody's happy, right? Okay, you guys. Just gonna see, there's so many cheers for you, Araya. What is the mouth feel like? That is an interesting question.
What?
What does the mouth feel like? Like crunchy? Okay, describe the pizza. I'm not sure her question, so you want to describe the pizza? Is it crunchy? Is it soft? Is it chewy? How would you describe it? Compared to like other pizzas. It's a thin crust, I can tell you guys that for sure.
I don't know.
Oh, Christina's here. Hey, Christina. So good to see you, friend. Okay, let's see. Cindy, your kids don't like pepperoni? All the pepperonis. I love that one. That's so funny. Okay. All right. Oh, yes. She wants to know if it's chewy. Like the texture. Is it chewy? I don't think it was chewy. Was it chewy? I wouldn't describe it like that. It's like a thin crust pizza. So if you've ever ordered a thin crust, it reminds me more of that. And it's probably one of the more, it's not crunchy either. But you know how some of the cauliflower crusts are like super soft? It's not like that. It's probably one of the best crusts that I've tasted that's homemade. I'll be honest with you. It's really good. So I can't wait to see your guys's. And so if you make it, if your kids make it, kids, if you're watching this, go make a pizza, share it in the group. We want to cheer for you. We want to see the pizza that you made for yourself and for your mama too. So, all right, what can they do if they're watching from YouTube?
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos.
All right, guys, we will see you next week when what will happen on Simply Cooking with Coach Sarah and the refrigeration saga drama. I don't know. We'll find out. All right, guys, have an awesome day. We'll see ya. Bye-bye.